Namaste and hello. This is your Sanskrit instructor welcoming you back into lesson number 68. In the previous lessons, we've learned about the ablative case. Now we're moving on to the genitive case. There are three scenarios where you can use the genitive case. Number one, the genitive case is usually rendered into English by the preposition of. Number two, there is no verb meaning to have in Sanskrit. And number three, the genitive case is used with the following prepositions that governs the genitive case. Now going into detail, going back to number one, the genitive case has no relation with the action of the verb. It indicates a relation between nouns, usually rendered into English by the preposition of. Our example sentence, the king gives jewels to the son of Hari. Let's zoom in on that. So the star of this lesson is going to be of Hari. The king gives jewels to the son of Hari because we're focusing on the preposition of. In English, possession is represented by an apostrophe S or of in English, and they are possessive pronouns in French and Spanish. In here, we have the genitive case to take care of the possessiveness. So in here, it's of Hari. It's the son of Hari. It's Hari's son. Okay? Hari's son. Okay? So the king gives jewels to the son of Hari. So let's get to the Sanskrit. So the king is the subject of the sentence because the king is giving the jewels to the son of Hari. So the king is Nripa, and that is declined to Nripo, Nripaha, and it became Nripo because when a visarg is preceded by a and is followed by a soft consonant, in this case it is the ra in Ratnani, then that visarg changes into an O. So this is a subject. The subject is usually represented by the nominative case, and this is singular for one king. The king gives jewels. Gives is represented by yachati. This is gives. This is third person singular, first conjugation, yachati. And then it gives, the king gives jewels. This is plural. And this is also the object of the sentence. So the object of the sentence is usually represented by the accusative case. So this is Ratnani is accusative plural. Ratnam, Ratne, Ratnani. This is neuter in gender, Ratnani. The king gives jewels to the son. To the son. As soon as you see to the son, this should automatically be in the dative case. And since it's one son, it should be singular, which is exactly what we're seeing here in the Sanskrit sentence. So, putra, masculine noun that ends with a, is converted, declined to putraya. This is dative, singular, putraya. And then the star of the lesson, of Hari, genitive case. So the son belongs to Hari. So Hari is in the genitive case. Hari is a masculine name, a masculine noun that ends in I. So it is the genitive singular case ending for masculine nouns that end in I is ehe. So Hari turned into harehe, was declined into harehe in this sentence. So that's how you get harehe putraya nripo naratnani yachati, to translate into the king gives jewels to the son of Hari. Let's move on into number two. There is no verb meaning to have in Sanskrit, so that's why we'll use the genitive case. So our example sentence is to translate the enemies have chariots. The sentence must be turned into of the enemies there are chariots. So there is inserted just so it could make grammatical sense in English. Now let's take care of the enemies is the star of the lesson because that is going to be put in the genitive case. Take notice of the preposition of the enemies. So Ari Are is a masculine noun that ends in I, that means enemy. Of the enemies, you're going to get arirnam. Arirnam is masculine genitive plural. Masculine noun that ends with I, genitive plural. So ari turns into arirnam. Of the enemies, there are. Remember, are is a conjugation of the verb to be in English. So are, to be in Sanskrit, is bhav, and bhavanti is third person plural, first conjugation. There are chariots. The reason why this is plural is because there are chariots. The plural is referring to the chariots, not the enemies. Okay? And the word chariots is ratha. So ratha was originally rataha because we have, it's plural. So this is nominative plural. Ratha became rataha. Masculine noun that ends with a became rataha. The reason why the visargas drop is because when a visarga is preceded by an a and followed by a soft consonant, in this case it is the bha in bhavanti, that visarga is dropped. So there are chariots. So in this scenario, the enemies have chariots. The chariots appear to be the object in the sentence, but when you're converting it into there are chariots among the enemies of the enemies, or of the enemies, there are chariots. The chariots in this case is actually the subject. So that is why it is represented by the nominative case here, ratah. So chariots, the subject, the rataha. What goes in the genitive case is of the enemies because it belongs to the enemies. So that's why you have arirnam. So that's how you have arirnam ratha bhavanti, for of the enemies there are chariots. And last but not least, the last scenario for using the genitive case is that the genitive case is used with the following preposition. Let us go over them. So upari means above. Adhaha means below. Purataha means in front of. Paschat means behind. Parataha means beyond. Agre and samaksham means in the presence of. And krite is a preposition for. Krite is the preposition for the sake of. Krite. A, I, I, U, ri. Krite. Now we have, here, I'll give you guys an example. So, in the presence of. Let's say if we want to say in the presence of the king. We would want to use samaksham nripasya. And I have it written here, samaksham nripasya. The reason why, so nripa is a masculine noun that ends with a. It is declined to nripasya. This is genitive singular. The reason why it is declined to the genitive case is because samaksham is a preposition that governs the accusative case. The reason why this ma turned into an anuswar is because it is, you have a word following it, and Sandhi rule says that this half ma turns into the anuswar when the word is in the middle of the sentence. So here are all the examples and all the scenarios to use the genitive case. And in the next lesson, we will go over all of the genitive case endings that we went over so far. With that, this is your Sanskrit instructor signing off with a namaste.